everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is Jen with Hominess Plants, and I am back with another memory spread. For this week, I will be planning out the week of July 3rd through July 9th, and I'm using this stunning kit called 4th by Buttercremestickers. This is the week of Independence Day, obviously, and guys, I gotta tell you, I went back and forth because I didn't see that many shops come out with 4th of July kits this year. I think Letters to Apollo had a 4th of July kit, obviously Buttercremestickers, and then JK Creates Co. came out with one that I was going between those three, and I couldn't decide. And at one point I was like, because I couldn't decide, because I liked all three, I was just gonna decide, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna use a specific 4th of July kit. I'm just gonna use a summertime kit. And my husband, my sweet, sweet husband, I was showing him my kit lineup because God bless his soul, he puts up with me. Am I crazy? I'm like, I'll suck him in. I'll be like, babe, I need your help. I can't decide. So he was going through and he was like, wait a minute, this is 4th of July. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, this isn't a 4th of July kit. And I'm like, no, it's not. And he was like, all right, no, you need a 4th of July kit. He's like, that doesn't say 4th of July to me. And I was like, okay, well, he was like, do you not have one? And I said, no, I don't. And he's like, well, you need to buy one. And I was like, oh my gosh, permission. So I was like, okay, well, there are three that I'm going between. And he was like, well, let me see. And so I showed him all three, and he like looked at all of them, and this is the one he picked, which I thought it was so cute because he was like, all right, let me see that one. Okay, let me see that one again. All right, go back to that first one. It was so cute. So this is the kit that my husband picked out, and I'm so happy that he told me that I needed a 4th of July kit because I'm really happy with how this turned out. So like I said, this kit is by Buttercremestickers, and I have used her kits now so many times, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. I love her shop. Lori is so sweet, one of the sweetest people. She's like my hype girl. She likes all of my posts. She's so supportive, and that's really awesome from a shop owner. But anyways, I had so much fun with this kit. I did a horizontal sidebar. I pulled in, this is a doll that I got from, Florina Paperie, and I'm so happy that I was able to use her. I didn't know if I was going to be able to use this little girl holding the American flag that way, especially doing like the regular vertical sidebar. But now that this horizontal sidebar trend is going on, I was like so happy that I was able to pull this girl in. I love how this sidebar turned out. I had a whole bunch of 4th of July deco from last year. You guys never saw it. I very distinctly remember my 4th of July spread from last year was the kit. I was sitting down, it was a Sadie Stickers kit, and that was the kit where I decided I am so behind because I was planning 4th of July I want to say in September. And I was like, I'm so far behind, and I was just not inspired. I laid down the base of my spread, and I couldn't keep going. So I closed my planner, and I kind of went into a planner funk, and I didn't, do any more spreads until like the end of September going into October. And it was kind of disheartening. So I had all this leftover 4th of July, like celebratory deco. So all of the firework and celebratory deco is from Sadie Stickers because I picked it up last year for my kit. And that was another thing going into like this year. I knew if I was going to do a 4th of July kit, it was going to have to be in silver foil because all of the foil deco that I had was silver for that 4th of July kit from Sadie Stickers. So I didn't see any shops come out with any 4th of July deco. So I was like, okay, whatever I get is going to have to be in silver because that's the only deco that I have. So that's why I picked those three, because they were in silver. Actually, I think the Letters to Apollo kit was hollow. I don't know. But anyways, I had so much fun with this spread. The date covers I had a lot of fun with. I think it was Rachel or Danny with the Planey, or both, but they added that little fence deco up to their date covers, and it reminds me of like, a picnic. That, like, I think it was Rachel who said the little fence reminds her of like a picnic, which makes so much sense because on 4th of July, if you're not me and you don't work on 4th of July, you do like outdoor barbecues or outdoor picnics and everything. So I love the little picket fence up in the date covers. I pulled in so many firework deco pieces, and as always, you know, I don't want to say it's simple, but I went more simplistic in my horizontal sidebar. I had a lot of fun with that. Lots and lots of fun with that. And I was able to pull in all of like my confetti clusters and firework deco, and I had so much fun with my horizontal sidebar. But anyways, yeah, if you have any questions about any of the stickers. Also, side note, I'm trying really hard. I got a couple of comments saying that they wish I would slow down the laying down of my base so they could see like what I'm doing. So I slowed it down a little bit in this one. I've also, another thing I've stopped doing. I promise I will talk about the day today if you guys care. But anyways, another thing I've stopped doing, I've stopped showing both sides of my date cover deco. Because it's the same thing on both sides. So I make sure that I show my sidebar and my Monday through Wednesday date covers. You know, I film that, and then I don't show Thursday through Sunday because it's the same premise, the same idea. And I just noticed my videos were getting so incredibly long. And that was another reason why like editing my videos was like such a task, because my videos were so long. There was so much I had to go through. So let me know if you're okay with that. I will slow down the laying down of the base. I sped it up so much before because there was just so much that I was trying to edit. So I just sped it up just to get through it. But now that I'm not showing the Thursday through Sunday date covers, I'll slow it down more but anyways, let me know if you guys like that, because it's easier on me to do it that way, but I totally get it if you guys want to see all of the date cover deck. I mean, if you guys want long plan with me's, I will do what I can. But yeah, let me know if you guys like this format. Anyways, I completely talked through Monday, but you know, same stuff. I slept in, went to the gym, had to go to the grocery store, edited a plan with me, watched TV with my husband. If you guys have any questions about the deco stickers, all of the deco is from Sadie Stickers, like I said, except for, that little star swoosh flourish, that's actually from Buttercremestickers, and that's actually a freebie that Lori threw into this order because she saw that I was ordering the 4th kit, and so she so very kindly threw that in there as a gift, and I was like, obviously I'm going to have to throw it in there because it's 4th of July. Anyways, so on Tuesday, I marked 4th of July, and I really love the way that I marked that. There was like a little stamp deco piece that came with the large journaling add-on, and I layered that behind the little Polaroid, and I added a whole bunch of firework deco and confetti clusters and dots and everything, and you guys saw the little wiggle. I loved how much foil and shine there was, and I liked adding the little stamp behind the Polaroid because it looked like just a huge color burst of fireworks, and it felt like, a fireworks display. So that was a lot of fun. I marked that I had to pick up airbrush kits on this day because it was 4th of July and we had gigs all day. Both me and my husband were together working all day. So I marked that we picked up airbrush kits, and I marked that with a quarter box, some florals from the kit, and the icon is one that my mom made for me. I marked that we had our first event, and I marked that with one of the torn paper pieces. I love that's a trick that I really like doing. I'll take and I'll add it, and I'll generally do that if it's like something that I'm trying to mark underneath a column, and I want to fill in some space, but I don't want it to be too much, so I'll just throw it in behind there. I really like that effect. That star garland is from Sadie Stickers. Like I said, that's the deco that I purchased last year. I marked that in between events because my husband and I had 2 events that we were working back to back. In between, I marked that we went to the food court at our mall to go and grab some food before we did our next event. Our next event was 4 hours long. I was twisting balloons for 4 hours, and it was so funny because I was the only balloon artist, and you guys, if you guys live in, neighborhoods or cities, you guys know that 4th of July is like a big deal. A bunch of people gather, and I was the only balloon artist at this event, and there was like thousands of people, and it was so sweet because someone came up to me and she was like, I have to compliment you because you have been here for hours and you've been twisting and you have smiled and greeted all of the kids and been so pleasant, and it's so hot outside and I could not have done it. You have just been so wonderful. And it was, it's really nice, hearing stuff like that, because I try really hard to keep a pleasant demeanor. And if you guys have ever worked in the entertainment industry, it's tough sometimes, because when you're at these events, like, it's so much different going to an event as apart from like working an event. So when you go to an event, you see all these people, you see like the snow cone stand workers, the food truck workers, the balloon artists, the face painters, all of that. And back in the day, I didn't really used to think anything of it, and then I became one of those entertainers, and man, people can be really mean sometimes. Like, I'm sitting there and I've been doing balloons now for going on 8 or 9 years. I can't remember. So I've been doing this for a long time, so I'm pretty fast at twisting balloons. But even still, if I am one balloon artist, it takes me about a minute and a half, depending on the balloon design, to get a balloon twisted. And there's like thousands of people. I'm not going to get to all of the kids. And it always shocks me how, people will come up and be like, can't you go any faster? Or, why don't you have anyone helping? It's like, it's not up to me. Like, and all you can do is just sit there and be as nice as possible. And there are times when it's like, you just want to look at them and go, you need to chill, or like, say something snarky and rude back. But it's like, you just have to learn, you have to realize they don't understand. They don't know what you're going through. You're sitting here, it's hot outside, it's like triple digits. They don't know how like many other events you've done that day. They don't know what your day's been. And I don't know what day they have had either. So it's like all of this, whenever I first got started doing this, that was kind of hard for me. Like, I had a hard time with people being rude to me, because it's like, at one point I sat there and I kind of chewed someone out and I said, I am doing a service for your child. You're not paying me. This is something that's going to them for free. And I had to like remember, they don't understand. So it's like so much of giving people the benefit of the doubt. So when I get compliments like, hey, we see what you're doing and we appreciate it, it's always so nice. And that's a little reminder of, this is why I do it. It's for those moments of those people who are so appreciative for it, because I made their kid smile by giving them a balloon or a face paint or an airbrush tattoo. And it's like, those are the moments that remind me why I love doing what I do so much. And I know you guys probably didn't care about that, but it's like, I don't know. I get questions sometimes about, like, from people who are like, oh, balloon, like a clown. It's like, no, not really. But anyways, I've completely talked over all of that, and I don't know if you guys even cared about the subject. But if you have any questions, as always, leave it in the comments below. Okay, so we are on to Friday now, and I am marking sleeping in, and I pulled in another one of these scallop circles that came with the kit, layered it with some of the star garland from Sadie Stickers, obviously some of the florals. Something that I really loved about this kit was, yes, it screamed 4th of July. Like, yes, there's red, white, and blue in it, but it wasn't just like, oh, bam, America. Like, I put that fence deco in because it kind of reminded me of like a picnic. And it reminded me of like being a kid going to 4th of July barbecues or 4th of July picnics, and like going to the park in our neighborhood to watch like fireworks. And it was just like, it was so cool. I love how Lori designed this kit. It was so pretty. But you can see underneath the sleep in, I don't know, maybe I'll go back to it. But I put in another one of those star flourishes that Lori threw in for free. I marked that I went to the gym, and now I'm marking that I went over to my parents' house, and I pulled in, and I wish I would have done this earlier. I marked it on Wednesday. I had some of this like more intricate firework deco. Again, it's from Sadie Stickers, and I wanted to save it, so I didn't pull it in too much at the first half of the week. I pulled one in on Tuesday when I was decorating the 4th of July, and then I pulled it in on Wednesday. And I realized at this point, I was like, oh, I have so much left over. I should pull more of it in. So I pulled it in twice on Thursday, and then you can see it right there beside where I put that I went to my parents' house. I put it there. I really wish I would have it's really hard because when you're trying to like spread your deco out all throughout your spreads. I don't know if anyone else has that issue, if it's just me. But anyways, on Friday night, I made homemade tomato soup. I don't know what it was. I was just, oh, yeah, my husband was like feeling soup. And I've been loving making homemade tomato soup. So, I mean, I did the whole nine. Like I roasted the garlic, the tomatoes, the onions, and the oven. And then I blended it and, added the cream. And oh, it was so freaking good. And then I made like sourdough grilled cheese. Oh my gosh. It was so good. And then I marked that I uploaded a plan with me on Friday. Couldn't tell you which plan with me it was, but it was a plan with me. Okay, I marked sleeping in, and I'm just noticing now that those sleep masks are like right next to each other. I kind of wish I would have put that sleep mask on the right side of the column, but it is what it is, and I can't go back and pull it up now. But I marked sleeping in with a lace square that came with the kit. I marked it the exact same way as I marked it on Friday, with the florals, the garland, and the sleep mask. Pulled in another one of those star swooshes from Buttercremestickers. I marked that I finished filming a plan with me, and I marked that with some florals from the kit, and then the icon is from White Deer Stationery. I marked that I went to the gym, probably, did I go with my best friend, or? No, because she was out of town, so she's been out of town for the past several weeks, which I miss her. I wish she would come back. But anyways, I marked that with a quarter box and some florals, and then the kettlebell icon is from Crafts by Towie. Then I marked that I made some chicken tacos on this night, and I marked that I pulled in another piece of the torn washi, layered it with a lace midi box and some florals, and then that streamer stuff, that star streamer, is more 4th of July deco from Sadie Stickers. And the little taco icon is from White Deer Stationery. And then I marked that I bought some stickers on this night. I think this started like a whole slippery slope because a bunch of shops were starting to come out with some of their fall kits, which I was looking, and I've been doing a really good job of like destashing some of my kits. I went through and kind of purged a bunch of kits that I had, and I passed them on to my mom. Kits that I've like, whose formats I know I'm not going to use. And they're just sitting in my collection, and I've been telling myself, oh, you're going to use them. And then finally I have to like just realize, no, Jen, you're not going to use them. And I've been really good about like destashing kits, going through, trying to use kits whose format I can still work with. And then the kits whose formats are just like, okay, I don't use these formats anymore. I've been passing along to my mom. So, once shops started coming out with their fall kits, goodness, I started, getting some on my radar and filling carts. And so this started a whole slippery slope, and you're going to see over the course of the next couple plan with me's, I've been doing some damage. Anyways, okay, on Sunday, I marked getting up early. I pulled in another one of the Polaroids, layered it with another swatch. The robe icon is from White Deer Stationery. I marked that we went to church. That icon is from Crafts by Towie. I marked that we went over to my husband's grandmother's house. My husband did some yard work over at at his grandmother's house. Y'all, this is the second voiceover I've recorded tonight, so it's like if this one is all over the place, I am so sorry. I'm trying to get these out for you guys. But anyways, my husband did yard work over at his grandmother's house on this day because she has like 3 acres of land, and her yard needed to be done so desperately. So I marked that with the little lawnmower icon from Crafts by Towie. And then to cap off the night, I just marked that I read and relaxed. This is the finished spread along with a Viv Wiggle. I have the leftovers as well. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. I do planner things. I'm so sorry that my voiceovers are all over the place, but God bless you for sticking with me. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.